actually like a little in my feelings, a little sad. Times like today when I take all the kids out of the house and we're with other kids who are the same age, it makes me so sad that Lily doesn't walk yet. I feel bad. I feel like she's not getting the typical childhood experience because... Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, I think like May 27th. The boys actually have off of school today, so I'm going to attempt to do a full day with us since typically they're out at school when I'm vlogging and I haven't vlogged with them in a while. I think today I'm going to try and do a full day as a mom of 3 6-year-old twins and an almost 2-year-old. Lily will be 2 in less than a week, which is crazy. But as you can see, I just went and showered. It's a little bit after 7. I just checked the camera and I think Lily's still sleeping. The boys and I had a sleepover last night in the den, so I'm actually gonna head downstairs and see if they're still sleeping, and then we'll kind of get a move on the morning. I think they're both still sleeping. The boys are finally up and they took their, if you can hear, they took their iPads upstairs to sit in the living room. We're all still kind of recovering and getting over a cold from this past weekend. But Lily is still down, which is kind of good that she's sleeping in today. So I'm actually going to take the next few minutes to clean up their beds, since when she does get up, this is where she likes to sit and play. All right, we have 1 bed done and 2 beds done. And now I think Lily is finally waking up there, so I'm gonna go get her. Is that Lily? Say good morning. Boop. What are those? Pants? What time did you change? Come on. Sit here. You want some milk? Milk for Lil. What? For your brothers. I feel like these spill-proof cups are kind of babyish for the boys now. I think we got these a few years ago and they're giving baby. I need like good spill-proof recommendations, spill-proof cup recommendations to put the boys' milk in, because I'm always afraid they're gonna spill it on the carpet or the couch. So I need something spill-proof that doesn't look like a baby cup. Here you go, boys. Jack also requested a yogurt. We got Lils settled with her milk and the boys hanging out in here, and now it's time to make me my breakfast. And I have been on such a waffle kick. I'm obsessed. I eat 2 of these like every day. I am kicking myself for forgetting to take the chicken out last night. This is like every mom's worst nightmare when it comes to cooking dinner. And I'm supposed to put this in the crock pot around noon. Right now it's almost 8, so it has 4 hours and it needs to be like 60% defrosted. I feel like the crock pot will do the rest for me. I need to make shredded chicken for tonight's recipe, but when I was getting my waffles out, this caught my eye and I just remembered I need to take this out. Current favorite breakfast lineup: 2 buttermilk Eggos waffles with butter and syrup, and then my dream coffee right now, I just do the Starbucks cold brew coffee, but I love it with the s'mores Chobani, which is my favorite Chobani flavor, and I guess I brought it back for summer. It is so good. How many leaves? 8 leaves? What is that flour? Is it a flour or is it string beans? We have a little garden going on here. I think, what did Ben say? This one was a flower? This one is straw flour. Is that sunflower? And then, whoa, Jackie, I don't think that this is actually, if it's the same thing as Benny's, it kind of looks the same because they have the purple stems kind of. So maybe it is, but how many seeds did you put in this one?
1 seed.
1 seed made all of that?
Yeah.
And then what was this one? Beans? String beans?
String beans. I think this is a string bean.
The boys brought these home from school for Mother's Day, and then Jack brought this one home last week, I think. We have quite the little garden going on that we need to plant outside. Okay, lighting is horrible in this bathroom, but my hair is like 80% dry, which is how I like it when I want to blow dry it. And today I'm going to blow dry my hair since we have quite the busy day. I just don't have time to let my hair completely air dry and then worry about styling it later. So Lily's upstairs with Harris, he's getting up for work, and I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry my absolutely crazy hair. If you're wondering what blow dryer I use, I used to use the Revlon round brush. Now I use this one, Lange. I have no idea. My Revlon one finally died after like maybe 4 years. And I found this one on Amazon and I just bought it based on the reviews. It's a little bit smaller than the Revlon one, but I kind of like that. I get a more precise dry with it, so this is what I use. You're closing me in? Okay. Who's that?
Mommy.
You want mommy? Where's Lily? Hello? The boys locked me in here to play basketball. What are you doing? You got your brother's basketballs? You have a little hoop up here.
Mommy.
Hi, baby. I'm blow drying my hair. What are you doing? Where'd your brothers go? They left you? It's just about 8:30 now. Harris just left for work, and we really need to get a move on the morning. Lily actually has an early physical therapy appointment this morning. Her usual appointments are 11 o'clock on Wednesdays and Fridays. However, I bumped her appointment up to 9 a.m. this morning since we have plans to get out of this house. Like I mentioned, the boys have off of school today, and they also had off this past Monday for Memorial Day weekend. However, the weather was so bad this past weekend. It was so cold, so wet, and so rainy that we stayed in the house every single day this past weekend, and I got a little stir crazy. Like I mentioned, we also are getting over a cold, so it was just a lot of being stuck in the house doing nothing this past weekend. And so when I knew that the boys had off of school today and that the weather was going to be really nice, I knew I had to plan something to get us out of the house. So we actually have plans with my friend who has kids the same age as the boys and Lily, and then she also does have a younger one. If you guys remember, we went on a picnic with them back over, I think it was like our April. I have plans to meet her today at Old Westbury Gardens. We used to go there a lot with Harris's mom to just like walk around and explore and get out of the house. But on top of doing that today, there's also an art exhibit. An artist who works with Legos did a bunch of like nature art installations made out of thousands of Legos. And we were supposed to go see this past weekend. However, like I said, wet, rainy, and sick, we did not get to go. And so it was the perfect storm for us to be able to go today with the boys' friend and get out of the house and get some fresh air and also kill some time out of the house. So for that reason, I bumped up Lily's physical therapy appointment, and her physical therapist is going to feed her at 9. So I have a big plate of banana that I need to feed her, and then I need to go ahead and get her ready. And then after the physical therapy appointment, we'll have an hour in between for me to get myself ready, get the boys ready, pack our bag, get loaded in the car, and head out. We're meeting them at 11. And then, like I mentioned, she slept in this morning, which was kind of good that she slept in because we'll probably kill maybe like 2 hours there. We'll probably leave around 1, get home, and she can then take a nap, and the boys and I can have some relaxed time after that. Would you like some banana? Are you playing with your piggies? She's got her little piggy box over here with all of her Peppa friends. We have quite the array of all the little Peppa piggies, but she also has a bunch of Elmo friends in there. So I need to go ahead and get her fed, and we need to get a move on this morning before her physical therapist Gina gets here. You want another bite? No, Nana. Come. Does Mommy Pig want some banana? Does Lily want some banana? Good job. Okay, PT is over, and oh my god, is it so humid out already. It is around 9:45 now. So already it is so hot and humid. My hair is crazy. I'm kind of regretting blow drying it because it's probably going to wind up going up because it is so humid out already. I think today it's supposed to be in the low 80s. So I need to dress the boys accordingly. I need to go ahead and pick out outfits for them. I am the type of mom that thrives off of a routine, especially on the days when the kids are home. I need to keep things like scheduled and moving for my own sanity. I can't just like sit around and do nothing. Like when the boys are home from school, even when they're at school, my days are scheduled down to the hour. So we're keeping it moving. We have about an hour until we need to head out. So I just went ahead and unloaded the dishwasher, and I made the boys a snack plate. I also got Lily a snack so that they're occupied so I can do what I have to do to get myself ready, to get a bag packed, and then I have to get the boys dressed. Lily's already dressed and taken care of since she was dressed for physical therapy. But while I have a quick moment, I want to talk to you guys about today's video sponsor. While we're on the topic of things that help me with my sanity as a mom, I learned very early on, once I made it through my postpartum anxiety and depression journey, I tried to find the perfect formula of how to get through the day to help it go as smoothly as possible, but also to help with my anxiety. And following a schedule and a routine is something that really works for me. But I love to talk to you guys about BetterHelp, who is the sponsor for today's video, because it's one of the easiest and most convenient ways to work on your mental health. Since if you guys are unfamiliar, they are an online therapy space. So it just makes it so much more convenient in terms of bringing the therapy into your own life. And I have used online talk therapy to help me through my postpartum anxiety and depression back when I had the boys when they were young. And so I just love to bring it up to you guys and make sure it's something that you are familiar with, so that if you are seeking therapy and you are a little hesitant to get out there and seek that therapy, it is just more convenient and I think more easy to dip your toe into it when you bring it into your own life and into your own space. And BetterHelp is one of those platforms, and I'm going to make it even easier for you guys if you want to go ahead and get signed up for them. I will have a link in the description box down below. You can click through that and go ahead and sign up, and you will save 10% on your first months of therapy with them. And then once you click that link and you do go ahead and get yourself signed up, it is such an easy process to get signed up. All you have to do is fill out a quick questionnaire about yourself and what you're seeking to get out of therapy, and then they'll match you with one of their thousands of therapists, and what helps it become even more tailored to you and your life. Aside from you being able to work it into your daily routine, once you are matched with a therapist, you can go ahead and switch that therapist if you find that they're not the match for you. And then you can also choose what mode of communication works the best for you, whether that's messaging your therapist, scheduling a FaceTime video call, or going ahead and doing a phone call. Like if you're on your way to work, if you have a bit of a commute and the only time you can schedule that is in your car, you can just go ahead and do a normal voice call. So it's very tailored to you and your needs. It's very convenient in that way, and it's an extremely accessible form of therapy and a way to work on yourself without it being a daunting task, whether that is leaving the house, finding a babysitter if you're a mom, doing all the extra work. It just takes that out of it and brings it to you and into your own life. And that's what I really enjoyed about it. when I was back battling my postpartum anxiety and depression. I needed something that was easy, that was accessible, that took all the extra thought out of it. And once I was able to use it to work through my anxiety and everything, I found that as a mom, I'm just like a type A mom, I guess you would say. The kind that thrives on routine and the kind that thrives on scheduling their day to make it through the day. So we are scheduled out this morning. I have everything scheduled in down to the hour, and like I said, we have an hour to get out of this house. So I wanted to quickly mention all that to you. So thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Like I mentioned, there'll be a link in the description box down below that you can sign up through, and you'll get 10% off of your first month of therapy with them. And now I'm gonna go ahead and pick out the boys' outfits for the day. I've talked about this also. The boys are very picky when it comes to their clothes. Ben is very sensory driven and he does not like short sleeves, but it is going to be so warm out today that I think short sleeves is going to be the best way to go so he's not overheated and hot. It's always a battle like the first few weeks of summer to get him to want to wear short sleeves, and then once he's like in it and wearing it, he is fine. But ripping that band-aid off of taking the security blanket of his long sleeves off, he has been better over this last year. I think also we've just let him kind of pick out his clothes and what he's most comfortable in. Last year in preschool, it was very, like it really distracted him in his day if I put him in clothes that he didn't want to wear. So I stopped like forcing him to wear things that he didn't like, and we took him shopping and he found a lot of his comfort clothes. But all of those clothes are long, so like long sleeves and long pants. So I told him today, since it's going to be in the 80s, he can wear his long pants, he can wear his jeans he likes, but he needs to wear a short sleeve shirt. So I'm going to pick out some options for him to try on. We have a bunch of new ones that they haven't got into yet, but we do need to place a bigger order for some more summer clothes for them because summer is approaching really quickly. But I'm going to see if he wants to wear any of these cute ones. I think that since these are a little bit more oversized, they're all in a size youth small. The sleeves are a little bit longer on his arm, if you know what I mean. I think he might enjoy one of these options, so I'm gonna see what he wants. And then once their outfits are laid out, I'll get myself ready, I'll pack our bag, and the last thing I'll do is go ahead and get them dressed. All right, outfit of the day for me. I just got these track shorts in from Target and I'm obsessed. I saw them on TikTok. I kind of held off for a little bit. And then yesterday I was there and I decided to snag them. They had a bunch of different colors, but I went with the black and white to see if I actually wear them and style them. And then I think I am gonna go back and get maybe the red ones. I'm just like so into red this summer. But they have this little slit on the side. They have the white and black color blocking. They also have built-in briefs underneath. They're the perfect like mid-rise. I got them in a medium, so they're a little bit more baggy, which I like. And then I just paired it with this white t-shirt from Musera, which is a shop on TikTok. This is a 100% cotton basic white tee, and it is my go-to. It's the perfect oversize. And then I do a little tuck underneath my bra in the back so that it gives me a little bit more shape. And I'm gonna wear this with a pair of gazelles I have, Adidas gazelles, and that'll be my little outfit. I think I'm gonna bring a clip for my hair because I feel like it's already getting so crazy. It's so humid out. But this is my little mom outfit of the day. I quickly now have 15 minutes. I need to throw the chicken in the crock pot. I'm making green chili or like salsa verde chicken enchiladas tonight. So I'm going to put the chicken in the crock pot so that when I get back later on, I just have to shred that up and then make the sauce and assemble everything. So I need to do that and then also pack our bag so we can head out. These are the sneakers that I'm going to wear. Like I mentioned, Harris is getting me, I think he said 2 pairs of shoes, but these are like my go-to, just like comfortable slash kind of cute mom shoe of the day. They're definitely worn in. He got me these back in college, and if you know me, I love green, so this is going to be my little shoe with the outfit. I tried to do like a quick defrost, and this has been sitting in some cold water, and it seems like 60% defrosted, so it should be good to go into the crock pot. Okay, but 2 chicken breasts in here. I put a little bit of this salsa verde. This I'm going to need for the sauce for the enchiladas, but I put it in here as like my liquid and to give the chicken a little bit of flavor. And then I did some cumin and then normal garlic powder and onion powder, and I'm gonna mix this around. And I already have my crock pot set because I have done it in a hurry where I forget to actually put it on. I'm gonna do low since it's only 10:30 and it'll probably cook for like 6-ish hours, and it should be good by then. So I already have that set, so I don't forget. But this is the chicken that we'll need for dinner. I have Jack over there kicking some bags. Why? Oh, and you two need to go to the bathroom before we head out. Please. Please go to the bathroom for me. And then get your shoes on. We have a bag full of snacks. The boys are picking out a piece of candy. I just have to do waters, diapers, and wipes. Okay, we are home now. It wound up raining, which sucked. Also, my phone GPS took me in such a wrong direction. I got so lost, even though I've been there so many times. So we were late. Then it started raining. I got home. I quickly ran the straightener back through my hair. My hair looked crazy once we pulled in. It wound up raining, and it is, like I mentioned, very, very humid. So it was a little hot. It took us about an hour to go through and see all of the different exhibits. It definitely wasn't very stroller friendly, and I totally forgot that this was going to be an issue since whenever I've gone in the past with the boys, they were walking. So it was definitely a workout pushing Lily in the wagon, like on the grass and on the gravel and everything, but we did it. We saw all the exhibits. The boys ran around and got a lot of energy out. And now Lily's in for a nap and we're all starving. So I'm gonna go ahead and make us some lunch. My chicken that I put in for dinner is cooking. It's been in now for two and a half hours. So I definitely think it'll be ready in time for dinner. It was, like I said, I think like 60% defrosted. So this is still cooking. The whole house smells so good from it. The recipe that I'm doing tonight, the green, the salsa verde enchiladas, is a new recipe. So I'll let you guys know how it comes out after. But we're all really hungry. The boys want some eggs. I have to sneeze. My sneeze won't come out. I'm gonna go ahead and make us all lunch, and then I do want to throw the laundry in since the boys like running around on the grass and everything. Got some grass stains on their clothes, so I want to try and get that laundry in ASAP to hopefully wash those out. So lunch and laundry is on my little list for things to do while Lily naps. Super quick and simple lunch. The boys requested some eggs and some fruit. They're really into watermelon and pears, and they had watermelon this morning on that little snack plate I made them. So they're having a nice juicy pear and some eggs. Oh, Lily lost a little George. Could not decide for the life of me what to eat for lunch today. I still feel like I have not the best appetite since having our cold this past weekend. Nothing just sounds good, and I've been eating sandwiches every day for lunch for weeks and weeks and weeks, and they just don't sound good anymore. And I didn't buy any like alternatives, so I'm having a bowl of cereal because that is the only thing that sounded good. And I'm actually like a little in my feelings, a little sad. I was just texting Harris and I was saying how times like today when I take all the kids out of the house and we're with other kids who are the same age as mine, it makes me so sad that Lily doesn't walk yet, because I feel like she couldn't get out of the wagon and explore. She obviously couldn't run around like the other kids. She's just like sat and stuck in the wagon and forced to be pushed. And like I mentioned, it wasn't very wagon / stroller conducive, and my friend had her stroller and then wound up taking her daughter out of it so that she could run around and it would be easier for her to not have to push it on the grass and the gravel. And obviously I don't have that choice. I could have taken Lily out, But today in physical therapy, it took us 45 minutes to go 3 houses down on the block and turn around and come back. So I knew trying to have her out of the wagon and have her trying to walk would have just been even more difficult. And then if she wanted to sit down on the grass or anything, it was covered in like a goose poop, and I didn't obviously want her sitting in that. So it's just times like this where I'm as like supportive and encouraging of Lily and her journey as I can be, and I do give her like as much like grace and space as she needs. Obviously I do support her, we do physical therapy, I do work with her at home, but she's gonna be 2 in a week and she's still not walking, and there's so many things that at 2 the boys were getting to experience and do. They were able to go on these adventures with me and their grandma and explore and run around and touch things and feel things and just like be a little kid. And even at 2.5, they were going to camp, and this summer the boys are going to camp with the kids that we were with today, and the little girl who is Lily's age, she's a week younger than Lily, is going. And obviously Lily can't do that. Even looking to enroll her in like a preschool, a nursery school, the boys were in nursery school by the time they were 2.5. They turned 2.5 like I guess June or July, and then that September they went to a nursery school. And so this upcoming school year in September, I can't even think about enrolling her in anything because I don't have a guarantee that she's going to be up and walking, and she may not even be fully independent in walking. And a lot of these places don't have like the extra hands to worry about carrying a kid around who refuses or is having trouble walking. I want to ask her physical therapist if there are different resources or different, like, is there a nursery school for kids who are gross motor delay that she knows of, or like a in-person facility where Lily can do her physical therapy. I feel bad. I feel like she's not getting the typical childhood experience because she isn't developing in a typical pattern like most kids. After this age, she should be running around and exploring and touching and feeling and really getting independence, and she still relies so heavily on me carrying her around or assisting her in her movements. So once we got home and made the boys lunch and everything, I like took a second to digest like what we just did. It makes me sad that Lily can't explore like a typical child, and I really was hopeful that by 2 she would be walking, but she is not, and she is getting closer. She is improving, but there's still just a level of confidence that she doesn't have and security in herself, but she still has yet to take a lot of independent steps. Like, she'll take maybe 3 or 4, 1 or 2 times, and then be over it. So that's just a little tidbit of something I wanted to share with you guys, and share with you that, you know, if you are also experiencing something like this where your child is gross motor delayed or just delayed in any other facet, I understand that, you know, as a mom or a parent, seeing your child not develop typically and miss out on some fun and opportunities, like it does get hard and it is sad. So I see you and I get it, and it's just times like this it makes me sad. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat my cereal and relax. Hopefully Lily will nap for like an hour so I can decompress. The boys are decompressing. I think I might take them to their dad's job later to hang out. We'll kind of see how the second half of the day unfolds.
Little Miss Lo woke up very upset after her nap. What are you doing? She Play-Doh. She only napped for like an hour. She wound up getting up around a little bit after 2, and I put her in around 1. Yes, baby. And she was very upset after she got up. She drank her milk, but then cried for like 30 minutes. So I think she was just hungry because she didn't really eat much lunch. So she asked for some Play-Doh. She has some Play-Doh. She has a little snack plate of cheese, blueberries, and a granola bar. I feel like I'm losing my voice, and I don't know if it's a product of the cold I had last week, but I don't feel good right now. I feel so run down and like I'm losing my voice. So I'm gonna give her this. I'm gonna call Harris. I think I'm gonna try and bring them to his office for 30 minutes. And I do kind of want to run to the library and get my books that are already on hold. So I might do that, but I don't know if I'm gonna push myself because I still need to come back and prep and cook dinner for this whole house.
Good morning, guys. It is now the next day, and as you guys can hear, I lost my voice. This is actually pretty good for it. I don't know what happened yesterday, and you can kind of hear it in the last like few clips. My voice starts to get lower and lower, and that last clip that I took with Lily at the table, I think I mentioned how I felt like I was losing my voice, which is so weird. I felt like I was feeling better from the cold that we had last weekend. Like Saturday and Sunday were the worst, and then Monday, Tuesday I really didn't feel that bad, and then yesterday for some reason towards the end of the day I lost my voice and now I'm super congested on top of it. So I don't know if I'm getting like a secondary infection or something from whatever we all had. But I never wound up finishing the vlog yesterday because it physically hurt to talk. Today it doesn't hurt, I just don't have much of a voice. So I'm jumping on this morning to quickly end today's video. Lily and I just pulled up to her little like toddler class at the library. So while we had a minute, I thought I would go ahead and end the vlog. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the boys' day off yesterday. We really didn't do too much the second half of the day. We kind of just all vegged and hung out. If you guys are interested in BetterHelp, that link will be one of the first few things in the description box down below. And if you want to go ahead and sign up through that, you get 10% off of your first month. And it's a super quick and easy way to sign up and get matched with a therapist and then start your therapy journey. It's never too late in the new year. I know it is almost June, so almost halfway through the year, but it's never too late to work on your mental health. So I'll have all that information in the description box down below. Again, thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. And so that you don't have to hear me talk like this anymore, I'm going to go. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.